Welcome to the Shmoozing.
Welcome to you too. Happy to see you here.
And with us today is Efrat Atari. Efrat is joining us from Rosh Ain, and she is actually our first guest on the Shmoozing.
Yeah.
So welcome. Welcome.
Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, our pleasure. Tell us about yourself, Efrat.
Okay, so I'm 47 in 2 days, Be'ezrat Hashem.
Mazel tov!
So, I used to live in Shvut Rachel for 23 years. So this is where I know Tova&Yael from. I teach English here in the high school of Tichon Dati Atid. And in Orot, this is my first year of lecturing in English. I'm also, what else? I'm a coacher. And I teach Yahadut in a very special place, which is called Berum Olam in Rosh Ain. And I do some other things like writing a book, doing things that I like to do, and so on and so forth.
Okay, so you're on the Shmooze because you're our friend, and we wanted to talk to you about happiness. And maybe if you want to share with us also, you know, we talked a lot on the Shmooze about TV shows. And
did you have a favorite TV show? Do you have a favorite show?
Wow. I don't remember precisely the name, but I think it's Home and Away. Home and Away. There was, do you know that?
Australian.
No, it was called Karov Rachok, but but I think the name is Home and Away.
Yeah. Okay. What did you like about it?
I didn't see too much TV, you know. I was wandering around more than staying at home watching TV.
You watch TV today, or do you?
No. I focus on the real life. I don't like computers, not cell phones.
That's amazing.
I like nature. And here in Rosh Ain, I have it a lot. I have Chofatzuk very, very close to me, and a lot of green places all around.
That's wonderful. So tell us a little bit about your journey to happiness. Were you always a happy person? Was it something that you developed?
Did you grow up in a happy household?
First of all, I was a regular kid. I don't think that I was happy. I was like, I didn't think about happiness at all. I was focused on survival. I'm the eldest at home, and my parents used to struggle and fight a lot. And I thought about how making my relationship with the one that I'm gonna make it with better than what they had. So happiness wasn't there, but my life was simple, and I enjoyed it, and I liked it the way they were. When I got married at the age of 17 and a half, I worked very, very hard to be happy, to stay happy, and to bring happiness to our life.
I love that. That's beautiful.
All the means. I used everything.
Efrat, for those of you that don't know, was my neighbor for 16 years. And I miss her till this day.
Best neighbor I could ask for.
Gamre. And in 16 years you lived with us? We were neighbors?
I think. I don't know where you came. I were there for 23 years, so just make the calculation.
Whatever. I always say, and Efrat laughs at me, but I always say I never, ever heard Tomer and Efrat fighting. Ever.
Wow. Listen, she's deaf.
Because you're deaf.
Can be. Wow. We fight so much. Actually, we're going to do something very, very special nowadays, you know? It's called את רוצה לעשות סצנה. We're going to stand in front of people and fight. For sure, fight together to show people that there is no harm in fighting, and you can stay together even though you're fighting. And we're going to start it actually in Parashat Shmot. There's the midrasha. Yeah, the midrasha that I work in.
You're going to take like a bucket and you're going to stand in the middle and have a fight and ask people to contribute?
No, we're going to discuss about some things, but we're going to make it not so nice to see. And then after that, we're going to explain how to share your feelings and thoughts and how to get to some kind of what's the word? לעמק השווה כזה, כאילו, בקיצור, it's a pilot. Let's see how it's going to be.
You're just going to stand in front of a bunch of people and start fighting.
Isn't that cool? So the first time will be on Shabbat, so it will be problematic to see it. But if you had the special instruments for hearing, you could hear it for the 16 years you used to live next to me and you didn't. Sorry for you. Sorry for you.
Yeah, I think there's something really good about fighting because you're invested, you have all your emotions there, and it brings out the things that really hurt. And it's a chance to out them,
Yeah.
not just have them in your heart and carry them, and you just everything's out there, and then you try to work on, okay, so this is how you feel, this is how I feel, what can we do to make this work?
Exactly. So we should learn how to do this, because sometimes when we don't know how to do this, it can injure people. People can get hurt very, very badly. So lately I learned תקשורת מקרבת with Meir Shafran, if you heard about him. He's very good. And this is some of the things we're going to bring over there.
It's let's try and translate it into English. Communicate.
No.
There's a name for that. Non-violent
communication.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not violent communication.
All right, so give us a tip how to fight well and effectively.
Wow. Okay, so I'll think about it first. First of all, to breathe, not just to take out straight away whatever you want to say.
I'll tell you why I'm laughing in a minute, but continue.
Breathe a lot, not 3 breaths, right? And another thing is that you have to think, to speak in terms of feelings and not thoughts, because if it's a thought, it will never get to a compromise. But if you talk about the feelings and somebody feels that you got insulted or you are afraid of something, so the other one is much more willing to accept the things. And of course, the main thing that helps me and my husband is the Torah, our rules, because we have specific rules and we know what is the truth in the terms of the truth that we talked about, Tova. And this helps us sometimes. And there's another thing that we made a choseh. How do you say contrast? We made a choseh, me and my husband, when we were 17 and 18 years old, when we got married, and we still stick to it. There was something, yeah, I should find it and show it, because I told it to some people and they wanted to see it. There were some rules, like that he is going to say the last word at home, and that the religious situation of each one of us in the beginning of the marriage will stay until the end, unless one of us want to have a change and for the upper stage, and the other one will agree with it, but not to the lower part, something like that. And another thing, that our kids will not wear מותגים, bands. כן, זה היה אחד, there was one of the things that I remember right now.
You're talking about a contract, because I think sometimes during life,
we don't go to
what? We didn't get that last one. You were fuzzy. What was the last one?
that you don't, what did I say?
You don't go?
Don't go to sleep when you're in a fight.
Okay, that's a good one.
Yeah.
So I think sometimes we have contracts even that are not written, and I think it's also important once in a while to review them and to check if they're still relevant.
Wow.
If it's something that we still want to adhere to.
You're mamash tolefet, Yaeli. Mamash this year, that it's the 30 years of us married. We're gonna we're gonna make a new because
Oh,
things has changed. Things has
That is
changed.
amazing.
yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking also about contracts that we have with ourselves.
Ooh.
Um, like for a long time, I had a contract with myself that I'm going to be poor because I'm going to show to myself that being poor and being happy, they don't contrast themselves each other. And that's something that, you know, I think needs reviewing and changing, because it was like a point that I wanted to prove to myself, and I proved it.
Yay!
But I can go and be rich now.
In fact, you said, okay, so are you finished?
Yeah.
You said the first thing was to breathe, okay? So yesterday, my family, we all came for Hanukkah. And so my daughter is giving tips on how to go to the bathroom. And the first tip that she says was what you said, breathe. So your tip is good also for going to the bathroom and also for marriage. Yay!
I think we should breathe even when we're just speaking or sitting down on the sofa. We have to breathe, you know. Breathing, a very necessary thing for living.
Kinda, yeah. Kinda, yeah. There's a question I want to ask you, and we didn't ask it in the other episode, but it's just such an interesting question because it gives perspective. If you could see yourself as an animal, which animal are you and why?
Wow. Animal. I can't think of an animal. I think it's an animal that is not existed, because when I think about, I just started thinking about animals and I said, no, this is not enough with that thing, and this is not enough with that thing I have. So it's a imaginary animal, because it has to have few things of some animals together.
Okay.
Okay, so tell us
So-
which ones.
I know I need wings, okay? I need to be very fast, focused, but not violent.
Unicorn.
Unicorn?
No.
No, unicorn is too sweet, and I'm not such a thing. I'm not bad, I'm not evil, but I'm not a unicorn. Let me tell you, I'm not a unicorn. But I'm not a tiger. I don't know exactly, but it's something, I don't know. From the cat family, maybe, I don't know.
Okay. So
But I have think about another question, Tova.
I'll think about one. Okay, you know what? If you could listen in on any conversation, which conversation would you listen in on?
Oh my God. I'll tell you. I would like to hear a conversation of the hearts of my mother and my father a long, long time ago, because they loved each other very much, but they couldn't, they didn't succeed bringing that love to life, because they had so many things and so many difficulties that that set them apart. They didn't get married, they didn't get divorced, they never got divorced. Okay, my mom has passed away 11 years ago, but as a child I saw that they love each other so much, but they have so many things that's different, and they couldn't bring the things to show each other or to explain it to each other, and that's why they were fighting most of the time.
Yeah.
And so if I could hear this conversation, because I know she was there, this conversation, this was the conversation I wanted to hear.
That's beautiful.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful.
I'd love to hear that conversation as well.
Oh, wow, ממש. Maybe that's the reason that I so much want to succeed and to bring the how do I say, the Yeshua with the thing of a relationship between pairs, couples.
Yeah.
Beautiful. You mentioned that you're writing a book. Tell us about it.
Right.
Wow. Okay, so I can't tell you the name because there are too many people that think that the name is not so good. So I won't tell. Maybe I will tell you. You know what?
Tell us.
It will not be the name, so you could know that you knew things that I thought about before. I wanted to call it Bad Woman. Isha Ra'a.
Okay.
Yeah, because
אי אפשר עכשיו. רגע.
it actually okay.
Okay. Not
It
now.
actually it's a coaching book. It's not a novel, something that tells about my life, because this should be really a Rav Mecher. But this one is for coaching, something very special, simple. It helps women believe that they are not bad. They're actually very, very good. And everything they do is okay and fine. And not to be so, how do you say bikorti? I forgot the word.
Don't criticize yourself so much.
Yeah, don't criticize yourself. Don't be so bad to yourself. Listen to yourself. Help yourself before you go and look and take care of everyone around.
Yeah. I love the name of the book.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
So do I. So no, the publisher says no, it's a bad name. Nobody's gonna buy it. No. I said maybe I'll put a question mark. My husband decided maybe to put a question mark at the end.
Oh, no, I think it's a very good name. It's provoking, you know. You could call it.
Let's see what Hashem will decide at the end of the process.
When is this book coming out?
It depends. It depends on me. It depends on the publishing. It depends on any other thing. It's gonna be also a book for hearing. I don't know how to say it.
Audiobook.
Yeah, and another one writing on the internet, because I don't know, because I don't like the world of computers.
Definitely translated into English. I think.
Bezrat Hashem, why not?
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Good luck. Wait, so you have the publisher, you have the book. What does it depend on?
Now it's a ping pong of me sending it to the publisher and some fixings, and then again, and
editing.
Think about the cover and about the things that we're going to put inside. It's a process, and I enjoy it. I'm not in a mirdaf, because in a chase to see it.
Okay.
I let it go. I'm with it very, very calmly.
Okay.
And I think what is special in this book is that you will be able to use it as a tool of working your internal work. It's instead of going to a coacher, because the questions are there and the work is there and everything is inside.
Beautiful. You're going to have to tell us and let us know when it comes out.
Bezrat Hashem.
I'm excited for that. That's awesome. So tell us about what's going on in your house for Hanukkah. And I think that is going to be, we're almost out of time, but we want to hear what's going on with you in Hanukkah. And
what happens here in my house in Hanukkah? This is what you asked me?
Yeah.
Wow. Listen.
Well, you're not celebrating Christmas, so I'm assuming you're celebrating Hanukkah.
Yeah, but I thought that you asked me about my specific house nowadays, today, tomorrow. Okay.
What do you want?
I have a baitrek, an empty house, and it's so much fun. After this podcast, I'm going to dance here all around in my salon, and all my kids. I have a married daughter, my eldest, and she lives in Mevaseret in Yerushalayim. My other son, Yehuda, is in Yeshivat Shiloh, closer to you than to me.
He needs to find the girl.
He's the leader, and he'll find her.
Amen.
And another one, Binyamin, is also in Yeshivat Shiloh. Rivka in Sderot, she's doing Shirut Leumi, and she lives by my sister. Achva and Roni, Mashal Zion, they went to לא יודעת מה כזה. window. Wow, working hard, doing pew pew. So it's me and my husband. I'm waiting to fight with him at 4 o'clock. the first conversation
The first what? It's got
of fighting will be, why did you get home? I'm at 4 and you came at 4:30. This is gonna be the first fight.
Yeah, I know that fight.
So if you want to come, the house is empty. I have plenty of fruit, vegetables, food, and whatever you want.
Thank you so much, Efrat.
Efrat,
We had a great time.
thank you so much.
You're welcome, and I enjoyed the session.
Definitely.
All your good work, you're doing it so well.
Thank you.
You do you, and we do we.
Looking forward to read the book when it's out. And we've
I
learned
think it will be this year, babe. Not shame.
Khamsa, khamsa.
I love that. And you should keep on smiling, keep on the good work, and inspiring us to be a happy person, to help people make the best out of their relationships. And it's great talking to you. Thank you. Thank you
Come
for
visit
your
us.
time. Come visit
Bye.
us.
Hanukkah Sameach.
Happy
Hanukkah
Hanukkah.
Sameach. Bye bye.
Bye.
Yeah, happy Hanukkah.